Mustangs will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Davis. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So the Cal Golden Bears offense will get the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered out.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. A run for the quarterback. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest and pound that rock.
Red pass, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Flips it out in the flat. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. At the 20. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. They cannot believe it. A great play on the interception is wiped away with the roughing the passer call. They've really controlled the ball on this drive, and the penalty gives them another 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal flag.
And the offense will take the penalty, move the ball forward, and save the down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line will have to do a lot better job, giving them some more space so we can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
This is a running back, man, that just finds a way to get it done. Critical 4th down, everyone thinking they're going to throw the football, but they hand it off to him, and he helps keep this drive alive.
And the Golden Bears will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Motion from the offense. On the option. He'll toss it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cal! On to attempt to try. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That's how you take advantage of great starting field position, moving it 27 yards. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mustangs offense will go to work for the first time today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. They're bringing heat. On the run, still looking. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets a block. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Line gets set, 1st down. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Hold it, open.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Running back goes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. The give to the back. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They'll throw it on first down. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bear!
And he's got that bayou speed, like I run bayou. You can call it whatever route you want to call it, but does a nice job winning at the line of scrimmage, getting behind the DB, runs, catches it right in the end zone. Big play for this offense. Nice throw, nice catch.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The offense set for a first down play. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They ran it on first down, now on second. Keeps it on the bootleg. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. He just can't hook up for the completion.
A third and long coming up here. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Mustangs will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And they'll down this ball just a little shy of the 50. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up to touchdown.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where...
And the ball is intercepted. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line. Off the play fake. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and take it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to...
He's off to the races. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cal! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
The Mustangs want to crank the tempo. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Mustangs will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Trying to get the corner. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Gain of 2. 3rd down coming up.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Here comes the option. He'll toss it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lobs one high down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Bear. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Still running at the 40. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Unloads quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Mustangs line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the returner is stopped. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll throw it on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. From inside the 10, here he comes. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
These guys in a much better position after that penalty on the D. Now it's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. A new set of downs after the completion.
That's a first down for the offense.
Handoff from the shotgun. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man in the middle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The Mustangs are rolling down the field. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Takes the easy completion. Hard running there. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved?
And they got him for the sack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Feeling some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Got a man to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
At the 45 on his way. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves.
Going for it all. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! And the pummeling has started.
really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 6 over Ohio State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Shows him the stiff arm.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Fast motion from the offense. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He's got it on the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Wide open downfield. And they'll finally catch. Before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. After an unproductive first half and opening drive of the second half, the offense finally finding a little something to jumpstart them. They've got a first down. Gets it to the back.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, and let him make some catches and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 2nd down coming up. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got him, and they convert. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for this offense. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Mustangs.
SMU.
In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can do.
SMU 7.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. That last touchdown touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Caught in the backfield. It's McCormick. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
They'll go to the counter. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Wide out in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? The give to the back. Got some room headed to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Hey, how about this offense deciding to run the football, be physical, find a hole, get downhill, Palmer, and get the first down?
Yeah, and it helps, too, when you've got a running back like this guy. He just knows how to fall forward and get those.
Touchdown, Golden Bears! And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
SMU 7.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Fires to the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's going to take off.
Those always sting a little bit. When you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive, just really annoying as a defensive guy.
That pass just not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Mustangs decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. And they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Near midfield at the 49, it's 1st and 10. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
Sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw earlier in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happened.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.